Ah! After 10,000 years, I'm free! And by 10,000 years, I mean 2 days. Hello, everyone. Um, so, I had been planning to stream yesterday, but, hello, Chungo. I had been planning to stream yesterday, but it has been so overwhelmingly fucking hot recently that, I just didn't have the energy to. Like, the air conditioning in this building cannot keep up with how absurdly hot it is outside. Yeah, it's bad. Yeah. Freed from myself, who dared sister. Hi, Luna. Yeah, it's been okay though. It's not been too bad. Well, today hasn't been too bad. Like, it was significantly cooler. It's been significantly cooler today than it was the last few days, so it should be better, I want to say. Not perfect, not amazing. Why is Discord doing this thing? Sorry, Discord's doing a thing where it's decided to be what is happening? Discord keeps clipping the top of the window out of the fucking off the top of my fucking monitor, so I can't grab it and move it around for some fuck ass reason that I hate. Jeez Louise. Yeah. Anyway, so I was going to do Rusty Bucket Bay today, at the very least. I might keep going beyond that, but it depends. Oh, it's been doing something a little bit different for you, but yeah, it's the same bullshit. Yeah. Like if you I can't even grab the window to shrink it though, because it's fucking out of bounds. Like I need to drag it over to my other monitor. Like I need to stretch it over I need to stretch the image over to my other fucking monitor in order to be able to grab at the taskbar on it so I can pull it down. It's fucking bullshit is what it is. Now, yeah, it's fucking bullshit is what it is. Now, I said I was going to do Rusty Bucket Bay. Yeah. Yeah, I feel like they fixed this before and then they broke it again somehow. I do realize this is not something that Discord does, because Discord only wrote this as a web page. The actual window stuff is actually handled by a third-party utility called Electron, which Discord likely has no control over. And Electron is just Chrome. It's just Chrome. I hate it. I hate it so much. But look, that's just how apps are written these days. It's bullshit. Like everybody just is like, I want to write an app that runs on everything. How do I do that? Oh, I'll write it in fucking HTML and JavaScript and shit, and then I'll just embed it in an Electron app, and it will consume like 5 billion fucking gigabytes of RAM. Hi, Maru. Well, Maru, you have to understand. I already had this scheduled, and not only that, but I'm not going to throw you guys I'm not going to expose you, Ty. I'm not going to expose you guys to. I'm not going to drag you into voice chat on stream without your consent. You know that. You would have to consent to being in my stream audio for me to do that. But yes, I did bail to play video games. If you want, I could, just join back in and you guys could be on the stream, but I know that you wouldn't want that. But yeah, I wasn't gonna bleh. Words. I like chatting with you guys. I wanted to keep chatting with you guys, but I also had already told other people I was going to stream today. I already had it scheduled. Maru, I'm sure. Maru, Maru, no, your opinions are beautiful. Everyone likes them. Don't you remember the old Dark Souls streams? You were the life of the party in those. You were the cool guy in those. I feel like the chroma alignment's off. Hold on. Yeah, it looks like the chroma alignment's slightly off. Hold on. That's better. How did that change? Weird. But yeah, you guys are cool. I like hanging out with you, but I have multiple obligations going around now, you see. Ugh. I can't just do... Well... I have to do the DK rap? Oh no. I don't think they did a Japanese version of the DK rap, Maru. I don't think a Japanese version of the DK rap exists. The punishment. How would I even go about such a punishment? You're giving me a punishment that's literally impossible to complete, is what I'm hearing, which is we used to do karaoke streams? I did not know that. Maybe I could do a karaoke stream one of these days. I'd have to find some songs I actually know. Because when I was like setting up my microphone, I kept singing into it to just to test it, and just to test audio settings, and it was actually I kept forgetting the lyrics to songs. It was bad. Because, like, okay, even songs that I know the lyrics to, even the songs that I know the lyrics to are actually, like, there's the matter of remembering how, like, the theme rhythm goes. Because, like, especially songs where there's multiple versions with the same lyrics but different, like, music. Like, fucking, what was it? Is this the way I go? I don't even remember. Yeah, I think it is. Okay, Gruntilda's still trying Gruntilda's still trying to recruit Kazooie to her cause, which makes sense because Kazooie's the best character. She realizes that Kazooie's the one doing all the fucking work in this relationship and is trying to convert her to her cause. I think this is the wrong way. Yeah, it is. Back. All right, it's over here, I think. Now, when I was, what was I saying? Okay, here we go. Rusty Bucket Bay. Now, I've been now, something struck me about this game. You see how the text in the background where it says the name of the level, Rusty Bucket Bay? You see how, when we're up close to it, you can actually read it. But when we get further away, it doesn't get blurry. It's not getting blurry. What it's instead doing is it's getting alias to hell. Like it's skipping details rather than blurring. So it just ends up all shimmery. So that's a thing because on the N64, MIP mapping was really expensive. MIP mapping is where you have multiple copies of a texture at different sizes, at different resolutions, and you have like fade between them or either switch between them or fade between them depending on how much space they take up on the screen, so that you never end up in a situation where there's so you never end up in a situation where you're trying to render, where you never end up in a situation where you're trying to display more detail than you can actually like display with the number of pixels you have. Because the thing about detail like that is it's actually very yeah, maps are LODs for textures. You need to yeah, that's right, Chungo. But yeah, the problem with the heck, I do not remember a lot of this level. I just remember that I kind of hated it. Yeah, because the thing about, you can actually see a lot of aliasing if you do things at extreme angles. Like you can see it on the Rareware logo right here. It's bad. The thing about aliasing is it actually shows up in a lot of places too. But yeah, basically, if you try to display more information than you can, and you don't have proper like filtering first, then things can turn to shit pretty easily. Like, actually, there's something you can do on YouTube even. On YouTube, if you set the video resolution to too much higher a resolution than the on YouTube, if you set the video resolution to too much higher a resolution than the interesting. If you set the video resolution to too much higher resolution than the display resolution, like say you set the video to 1080p, say you set the video stream to 1080p, and then you set the but then you're only displaying it at like say like 500p or something, which will often happen even if you don't want it to, because YouTube likes to dynamically change the resolution based on your internet connection speed without actually accounting for your fucking what resolution you're displaying the video at. You'll get a lot of shimmering then too. You'll get a lot of shimmering if you set the video like resolution higher than the resolution you're displaying it at. And there's a reason for that. It's because web browsers, when they are scaling the videos, they are using the upscaling version of linear sampling for downscaling. And you're not supposed to do that. And I can show you why, actually. I can show you why. I can show you why. Which is, let's say you have your original image, which has, you got your points, representing the pixels of the original image. Let's just say they're at these, let's say the height represents the brightness of the pixel. So, if you're doing linear interpolation in the upscaling variant or the phase shifting variant of it specifically, then you're essentially just drawing straight lines between each of these points. And then your new sampling rate, which Like I said, this is usually used either for phase shifting or upscaling. So let's say we're resampling at a higher resolution. It's gonna be like this. So in this case, if you're using it for upscaling, you have more points than you started with. So following these lines does not lose you information. All of the original information is retained. Even though it ends up being kind of like fucking so it cuts off the corners a little bit of the original, but it's not bad. I should not have put those on the same layer. Oh well. It ends up cutting off the corners a little bit, but it's still mostly there. The information's still mostly there. But what happens if you use it for downscaling? So rather than for upscaling, what if you're downscaling with this linear interpolation? You're going to a lower resolution. So let's say now you have... No, I meant to change the color. So you have 1 pixel here, and then 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 1 pixel here. And then you do that. You have clearly lost information. Thank you, Gummy. Yeah, you've clearly lost information doing this. And that is how you get aliasing and shimmering, because you are using the wrong version of this kernel. You're using the upscaling, you're trying to use the upscaling kernel for downscaling. And that's gonna look like shit. But if you don't have MIP mapping, that's what's gonna happen. Or if you don't have a proper downscaling kernel, that's what's gonna happen. MIP mapping avoids this problem because you have a lower resolution version of the image to fall back on. Yeah, that's not always a thing you can do. So what else can you do? Well, what you're supposed to do is you're supposed to use a version of this kernel that can actually handle this. The downscaling version of the linear interpolation kernel would, let's say you once again have samples spaced out. So how would we do this properly? So we know we've got a sample here, sample here, sample here, sample here, sample here. Instead of what we did here, which is just interpolate between these samples, what we would instead do is we would create the inverse kernel, where basically we create this pyramid-shaped kernels around each of these samples. And then we would add up. We would find all of the samples that are in each of these pyramids. So we've got one here, we got one here, one here, got one here, one here, one here, one here, and we would weight them. We would weight their contributions to each of these output samples. basically we do the interpolation in reverse to get the upscaling version of the kernel that actually anti-aliases. But that's expensive. That's quite a bit. That's significantly more computationally expensive, which is why it's generally not done in real-time applications. And because they're not doing that, that is why if you set a YouTube video to a higher resolution, or you zoom out the camera in a game that does not have bitmaps, you get shimmering and aliasing. It's crazy, it's bullshit, but it's what you gotta do. Now, that said, also, a lot of people will probably point out that linear interpolation isn't a great kernel anyway. The pyramid-shaped kernels, they're okay. They're not great. But usually what you want to do is you want something that's either a little bit sharper or a little bit smoother. Like, for example, maybe you'd want to use, say, the cubic kernel for, well, we're going to go back to the world of upscaling now, but the problem with the linear kernel is it's just these straight lines, and they're not great. They're okay. They're not great. But if you're only looking at 2 samples at a time, that's the best you can do. And generally speaking, this is what you can do practically, because this is a simple 2-tap math function, so it's relatively cheap. It's just a lerp. But what if you want something better? What if you want, say, what if you want something smoother? Like, say, cubic, where you actually curve the line to go through. It still goes through all the points, but it, like, rather than going straight from A to B, it, like, takes into account, let's say this point here. Rather than going straight to each one, we instead also take into account where this point is and this point is. So we're like, okay, so then we curve it so that it forms like a nice like actual curved line that still connects the points. And that's going to be something like Lanczos 2 or like cubic b equals 0, c equals 0.5 are going to be examples of that. Which that's going to produce much cleaner results. And the reason I actually specified cubic with like b equals 0, c equals 0.5 is because cubic actually has the cubic algorithm has variance with different characteristics. The cubic algorithm has variance with different characteristics. At b equals 0, c equals 0.5, it's actually very similar to Lanczos, but but you can change the variables in it to get different shapes, so to speak. Like, let me pull one up. Let me pull up the diagram. If my art program doesn't fucking explode from trying to display this. It probably will. Come on, don't crash on me, please. Probably gonna crash on me. Yeah, fuck it. I'm just gonna pull it up over here instead. So this is a diagram of the different cubic variants. The one I was just talking about is wow, this is not okay. It finally okay. This hold on. Yeah, this is what I meant to show. So this one right here, this is b equals 0, c equals 1/2. This is very similar to Lanczos 2. Like almost, like completely indistinguishable from Lanczos 2. So it has a slight sharpening effect because of... Come on, get this thing out of here. Because it's overshooting these dots a little bit. Well, overshooting might be the wrong word. It's kind of like curving up and down. So depending on what it is, it can actually go beyond the dots a little bit. So that works. That produces that. It produces a nice smooth effect, but different things do different things. If you go all the way over to c equals 1, then it kind of ends up over sharpened. But you know, it's still the same idea. Now, what happens if we increase b instead? Because we've been looking at b equals 0. If b is equal to 1, if you increase b, then instead what happens is it's actually going to undershoot. So like, instead, it's going to aim for this dot here, but it's not going to actually make it. It's actually just kind of going to lazily, like, almost reach it, and then not quite, and it's kind of lazily almost reach that one, and not quite. Yeah. So this program, Luna, is a very, very old program from like 2004, which I have never replaced because I just don't feel like paying for the updated version, and I know how it works. It is Macromedia Fireworks 8. Canvases, technically it supports canvases sizes of up to 6,000 by 6,000, but bigger than about 3,000 by 3,000, it starts to have problems. Or about 4,000 by 4,000, I guess. It depends on how many tabs are open in it. If only one tab is open, it can handle 4K by 4K just fine. But if there's more than that, it will not like that. But yeah, it's just because this program is really, really, really old, so it was not designed for large canvases. But anyway, like I was saying, the problem, if you increase B, then the line's gonna undershoot. It's gonna kind of nudge its way towards those dots, but it's not gonna actually reach them. So it's gonna have a blurring effect. And that's what increasing B does, it's gonna be, it's gonna be kind of blurry. It's gonna be soft, because it's undershooting the dots. It's undershooting the original points. But sometimes that's a good thing. Like, yes, it destroys high-frequency information, but if your high-frequency information is noise, then that's perfectly fine. Because noise isn't really... You don't need to keep it anyway. It depends on what you're doing, and what you're trying to do, and how you want it to look, and all that stuff. Now... Generally speaking, what a lot of people will recommend is you set both of them to 1/3, which is this guy right here. So you get a little bit of blurring and a little bit of sharpening, and it's kind of just a nice compromise. So yes, it destroys a little bit of the high frequency information. It does not perfectly pass through the source pixels, but you know, you get something. You you get some sharpening, you get some smoothing. This is generally considered the happy medium of cubic interpolation things. But like I said, it depends on what you're doing. In many cases, the fact that this does not pass through the original points is a deal breaker. It can very much be a deal breaker, as it should be, because you would think... You want to see B1C1, Chungo? You want to see B1C1? This is B1C1. This is B1C1. This is fucking cursed. This thing is fucking cursed. This thing is fucking cursed. And, I'm just going to compare that against B equals 1/2, C equals 0, which is the, this, which is the one that's, like, relatively, like, Lanxos-ish. So, like, this is what this is, like, close to the ideal right here. And this is fucking cursed nonsense. Like, okay, and let me actually just pull in B equals 0, C equals 0 as well, just for illustration purposes. Which B equals 0, C equals 0 is basically smooth step, so it actually preserves the original pixels quite well. Like, this just looks like a very a slightly softened version of the image, because it basically is. This is B equals 0, C equals 0, which actually is only a 2-tap algorithm. Which, what that looks like is it's basically just doing fucking do 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 like do 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 do. That's what B equals 0, C equals 0 is doing. It's basically like preserving the pixels close to the pixels, but then it just has like a little thing, like a little smooth S-curve in order to like gradually get away from it. B equals 0, this is smooth, this is basically smooth step. If you know what smooth step is, this is smooth step, which is perfectly fine. And it is cheap because it only looks at the 2 closest taps. But since it doesn't really take advantage of the other points, it's eh. And that's what this is, but it's good for illustration purposes. But, yeah, if we look at these two, like, close together, I'm gonna use this one for comparison's sake because it's quite useful. Ah, too much zoom. So, here we have the original pixels. You can see where they all are. And then we look at B equals 1, C equals 1. You can see that this is completely fucking broken. Like, it's pixelated, but it's like making pixels out of pairs of pixels or something. Or like, it's making pixels out of like the halfway points between other pixels. So it actually makes the image look more pixelated than it was originally. And it looks like shit. It very much looks like shit. It's cursed. I hate it. But some people who really like pixel art aesthetic but not actual but a lot of people who really like the pixel art aesthetic go for this bullshit. We'll go for this we'll go for this incredibly cursed bullshit. Don't do B equals 1, C equals 1. It looks like shit. It looks like ass. Don't do it. You're better off doing fucking smooth step. You're better off doing smooth step. Yeah. And then this is B equals 0, C equals 0.5, which this approximates Lanxos 2. It's extremely close to Lanxos 2 while being significantly cheaper to compute, so, you know, it's good. It's good. And actually, I can kind of show you what these look like as well, if I have the thing pulled up. So, yeah. So this is B equals 0, C equals 0 right here. As you can see, it only really looks at the current sample and the samples on either side. So if you're trying to compute something that's like right here, it only looks at this and this. And as I was saying, as you increase B, you get it undershoots. It undershoots. Meanwhile, if you increase C, it still passes through the original points perfectly, but it still passes through the original points perfectly, no matter how you set this. But, you know, it adds some curvature to it. Too far over and it starts to look weird, but like 0.5 looks good. 0.5 looks good because that's Lanxos-ish. Now, you may be wondering, can you set these values outside the 0 to 1 range? And the answer is yes, but you'll wish you hadn't. The answer is yes, but the results are cursed. So here's what happens if you set B to a negative value. It overshoots rather significantly. It does not pass through the original points, but rather than undershooting the points, it overshoots the points. Which also looks bad, by the way. And then if you set it higher than 1, it actually does this weird thing, where it actually, like, not only does it undershoot, but it, like, does this weird, like, M-shaped bullshit. So it's like, it'll actually whoop. So that's cursed. That's extremely cursed. And then for out-of-range values of C, you get other cursed and numerically unstable results, like this. Like, you get this fold here, which looks like shit. Yeah, you can get some very cursed and numerically unstable results from setting these to insane ranges. So you shouldn't do that. Don't do that to yourself or to anyone else. Did I have any? But yeah. That said, that is some of the cursed shit that could happen. So yeah, treat resampling with respect and use your kernels properly, or else you're going to get aliasing. Right, I was going to talk about aliasing more, I think, but I don't remember what I was going to say about it. Right. Yeah, aliasing is its own kind of bullshit. Is its own type of bullshit where you're skipping information, basically, is what aliasing is. And if you want to prevent that, you need to actually make sure that you are taking full use of every sample and you're not skipping shit like you're doing, like we do in this example here. And the way to avoid that like I said, is to actually run the algorithm in reverse, basically, in order to make sure that every sample contributes equally to the output. And if you don't, you're gonna get what we saw in Banjo with like extreme angles and stuff. It's not good. But that said, even if you are doing everything correctly, you can still get aliasing. If say your downsampling algorithm is bad. For example, let's say you want to do like a box algorithm where it's like, and then so you have boxes, each box is the same size, and then you just average together all the points in that box. You'd think that would actually produce, you would think that would be perfect anti-aliasing. But it's not. That is not actually going to anti-aliasing your stuff properly. It's mostly going to. It's better than just skipping samples, but it still has problems. And you can see it here. On the left here, we have no anti-aliasing. You're just skipping. This is what happens if you skip samples. This image on the left here. This is what happens if you use a box filter. It's better. It's significantly better. But, and actually towards the bottom here, it looks fucking amazing. But as we get further away, you can see that it's mostly filtering out the noise, but there's definitely still a lot of garbage up top here. And also, you see some Moyer effects, and it's definitely becoming unclear in places where it shouldn't be. So the solution to that is, once again, to use something like Lanxos or Cubic or whatever. This, as you can see, maintains... It doesn't look quite as clean at the bottom here. It actually looks slightly worse at the bottom here. But as the details get smaller, it remains coherent up to a much more distant... up to a much smaller size. Details remain coherent at a much smaller size. And also, it fades to gray rather than fading into, like, noise. So that's definitely better. And that's what happens if you use, like, Lanxos or something similar to Lanxos in your downscaling kernel. Still not perfect, but it's so much better. Getting it perfect would require an infinitely long filter. And infinitely long filters are bad. Infinitely long filters, or even just absurdly long filters, are actually really bad for image processing. So, like, generally speaking, when you're doing image processing, people will deliberately limit themselves to using a kernel that has a radius of maybe 2 pixels at most. And there is a reason for that. Either 2 input pixels for upscaling or 2 output pixels for downscaling is what they'll limit the width of the kernel to. And that is because if you don't limit yourself to a relatively narrow kernel, if you don't limit yourself to a relatively narrow resampling kernel, you are going to get ringing up the fucking wazoo. Like, yes, you want some sort of approximation of the sync filter. You want some sort of approximation of sync, because sync will give you a perfect brick wall filter. But if it's too close an approximation, you're going to get ringing and other garbage, because sync... The problem with sync is that it prioritizes... The problem with sync, the sync filter, is that it prioritizes, which the sync filter is basically like The problem with the sync filter is it prioritizes frequency response linearity over time domain or spatial domain. So, sure, if you use the sync filter or a very close approximation of the sync filter, which has infinite taps, or an absurdly large number of taps, then yes, you'll get perfect frequency response, perfect frequency linearity up to Nyquist. But you're gonna get artifacting in the spatial domain or the time domain if you do that. And human vision does not like those artifacts in the spatial domain. Your ears don't give a shit, so using really long filters on audio is just fine, and it's great even, because your ears operate in the frequency domain. So yeah, they don't give a shit if there's artifacts in the time domain, because they only operate in the frequency domain. So you actually want those really, really long filters. But for vision, your vision does not operate in the frequency domain. So these long filters actually cause more problems than they solve. So you need to keep the length of the filter really limited. Anyway, now that I've lost absolutely everybody, I'm gonna go back to playing Banjo. Now that I've lost absolutely everybody with my rambling about bullshit. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. You will not escape. Anyway, anti-aliasing in games. Oh, that's an enemy. What the fuck? Okay, that can just... What the fuck? Okay. Now, anti-aliasing in games, it's not actually practical to, take an absurdly large number of samples and then, run the correct filter on them. That's just not feasible. So instead, what they do is they just make sure... They just try to make sure... They use level of detail systems to just try and make sure that there's not excessive detail to exclude in the first place. And then, well, in the old days, they would just take like 16 samples per pixel or whatever. But that's not reasonable to... That's not practical. That eats up a ton of processing power, which you're essentially wasting. So what modern systems do is they will just, what modern games do instead, and actually even what the N64 did instead, because the N64 also cared about efficiency, is they will just take like one sample that has like all that information, and then they'll use a post-processing filter to, look for aliased edges. Like, say, you have that edge right above Banjo's head right here. Like, it would see that, oh, that's a diagonal line, and then it would just, like, smudge that along the diagonal axis. That's what modern games do. The N64 does a little bit more smartly. It does something very similar to MSAA, where it takes one fully shaded lit and textured sample per pixel, and then it takes, but it only does one of those, and then it does 16 samples that are literally just like identifying which object is currently visible. It takes 16 visibility samples and one like textured and lit sample. And then it uses that for the rest of for reconstruction. Basically, okay, I guess technically they're coverage samples, the 16 samples, but it takes 16, but it only actually like then converts that into an okay, it takes 16 samples, but then it like down converts it to 8 or something in order to represent it with 3 bits. I don't know, the N64 does basically MSAA, but in a really weird way in order to save on resources. It's basically MSAA, but instead of taking one textured and lit sample per object per pixel, it just takes one transformed and lit. It just takes one textured and lit sample per pixel, regardless of how many objects are visible on that pixel. And then if it turns out that it needs to do anti-aliasing, it just borrows the lighting and texture data from neighboring pixels in order to fix that up. It works surprisingly well, although this game doesn't actually use it. This game does not do anti-aliasing. I've been looking into it. It actually doesn't do it. Anyway, I hope you all feel very slightly smarter today. Or slightly more confused. Both work. Both is also acceptable. Oi! Yes, walking on the oven hurts. I wonder why I didn't think of that. Okay, so I was apprehensive about this level, but it's actually kind of cool. Anyway, that's just something I wanted to, oh. Interesting. I thought that window looked different. I don't know why, but, like, okay, I do know why. All the, like, aliasing and shimmering in this game just kind of made me think of that. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. It will happen again. Anyway, other than that, not a ton's actually been going on with me recently. Like, okay, I meant to... Like I said earlier, I did mean to stream yesterday, but it was just too fucking hot, so I wasn't able to. Because, like, my brain does not work properly in high temperatures. So gaming and talking at the same time was beyond my abilities yesterday because it was too hot. It's like, it is finally cooling down a bit though. Like at work today, it was actually tolerable for once. Imagine that. Like, okay, they didn't actually like turn the air conditioning on or anything, because that would be asking too much, but you know, the temperature was tolerable at work. I I had been meaning to watch more of like the game announcements from the last week and a half or however long that's been going on, but I don't know, man. I was just too tired. I was too tired. It was too hot. Couldn't get to it. I'll probably get to that this week though. So anyway, how have you guys been today? I know Lona's been mowing the lawn. Ow. Ah. What's this do? Sitting is cool. I'm not sure what that did. Ugh. Ugh. Sitting is cool. Ugh. Although I guess I will ask, did any of the games from the recent announcements stand out as, like, positively to any of you guys? Because, like, Because, like, the Crazy Taxi thing, it has my attention, but not in a good way now, because, yeah, they are using AI. And not only are they using AI, but they're using it in the most non-committal, like, they say, yeah, we're using AI, but they're really non-committal in how they're describing how they're doing it. And it's honestly pisses me off how nonchalantly and non-committally they're saying it. Like, yeah, we're using AI kinda somehow, and oh look, it's Barry's beta design. From back when Conquer 64 was going to be a kid's game. Is there anything fucking in here? I don't know, both the last level and this one, there seem to be a lot of rooms that don't actually serve a purpose. Which is weird to me. Like, they have some items in them, but nothing, like, important. Plus, like, eggs and feathers and shit and a couple of enemies. That's weird. No notes, no jiggies, no mumbo tokens. It's odd. There's a puzzle here. Oh. Let's start with the 3. Oh. 3, 1, 2, 1? 3, 1, 2, 1, 3? Nope. 3, 1, 2, 1, 2? Nope. 3, 1, 2, 1, 1. 2? Nope. Okay, there's gotta be a way to actually find out what that code is. I don't want to die from that. Oh, okay. I mean, there's huge chunks of this level I haven't been to yet. Okay, so I have to get over there, I think. Unfortunately, I've kind of killed a bunch of enemies, so it's going to be harder to get. Thanks for the raid, the big Disney fan! How was your stream? Thank you so much for the raid! How do I get around here? Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Because engine room is, yeah, because, okay, I don't remember much from this level when I was a kid, but I remember that, the engine room, because the engine room kills you so easily, you definitely want to do that early because of the note reset thing. Okay, here goes nothing. Heck. Mistakes were made. At least I walked away with more health than I started with. Let's see. Over here. I feel like the water might be poisonous in this level. I'm not sure. Either way, though, as long as it doesn't take me as long as Mad Monster Mansion, I'll be happy. Mad Monster Mansion was, like, way harder than it should have been for me, because I think I'm just a fucking idiot. Okay. We can do this. But yeah, I was honestly scared of this level, because this level was always a stopping point. Was always a killer, always a run killer for me as a kid. Okay, I've got a significant chunk of health back. And I think I've done everything in this room. Okay, so the water doesn't steal health, but the water does, Okay, so the water doesn't drain your health, but it does, do, like, air shit. Okay. Just because it smells terrible, I guess. Okay. That's not as bad as I had thought it might be, so that's good. Anyway, let's get out of here. God damn it. My perspective is broken. My eyes cannot perspective that perspective. Yeah. But yeah. I don't know if this is going to be a long stream, though, just because... How the fuck do I get out of here? How the fuck do I get out of here? Oh no. Am I stuck in here? We cannot get out. Maybe I use that jump pad? Or maybe I have to go, like, underwater or something to get out. Oh, wait, no, there's literally just a door. There's literally an open door. I'm a dumbass. Ah! I'm drowning in here. Smells like shit! Though at least now I know the water is instant death or instant damage or whatever. How am I gonna go get that Monk Mo token? Oh well. Nope, I didn't mean to do that. I'm right back where I'm back in the fucking building again! God damn it. My goodness. Alright. Let's not jump back in the fucking building. Uh-oh. 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 Great. The shark's back. The fucking shark is back. Why wouldn't he be back? Ooh. This is different. This is different. Yeah, I'll take that. Okay. Sorry, guy. I know you're just doing your job, but I got shit to do in here. I needed that health, my dude. Huh? Okay. Wait, was that button reused from the friggin' Egypt level? Okay. Ugh. Okay, now to figure out the way out. Okay. Crashing through the windows does not work. I guess I'll leave the way I came back in, but that leads back to the shark. Ugh. I don't think this room has an exit. Oh wait, no it does. There's literally just a hole. Okay. I am blind is a bat, apparently. Ugh. So I got that Jinjo. And now I know it's in this building. I got what was in this building. There's another Jinjo over here. Okay, let's be careful. I am actually very close to the end of this game. Like, after this level... So there's just this level, then one more level, and then the final boss, and that'll be it. There's really not much of this game left. It's just that, you know, it gets harder as it goes on. Ack. Nope. Okay. Okay. Watch this have a time limit or some bullshit. It has a time limit! Hate it. Well, let me poke around a bit more before I work on that. Ugh. Now, yes, I know I am setting myself up for failure by not doing the engine room first, but I want to know what's all even in the fucking level before I commit to that. You know what I mean? Got to get the feel of the layout of the land and all that nonsense. Was there anything in here besides notes? And, like, mumbo tokens? That's it? Okay. Like I said, the game feels like it has more and more useless rooms that don't fucking do anything as it goes on. There's another shipping container. Ow. I don't like these exploding box enemies. Huh. What? Okay. I'll take it, but what? What's this? Oh. Third one. Stop that! I can't even fucking see you! Cheap shot. Bullshit. Attacking me when I can't see you. Fuck you. I take it there was nothing in here besides the Jinjo? Okay. Now the question is, how am I supposed to do that in such a short amount of time? Do I climb up? Well, let's see. Let's see what I can do. If anything. Yeah, this is gonna be tricky. Back! Okay. Okay, let's climb up the side. And then the camera will fucking kill me. I got it! Fuck you, game. I hurt myself a little bit, but I got it. I'm still wondering what the heck this is. It was like 3, 1, 2, 1, 1. I wonder if it's a third one. Okay. I completely bullshitted that and it won. It worked. Nice. Ugh. Oh, it literally says it right there. It literally says it right there. Okay. I'm a derp. Ooh, Wumbo token. Getting over there is going to be a bit of a challenge, I reckon. Oh. I see. Okay. I have a plan. It's not a good plan, but I have a plan. And it worked. Ooh, grunty switch. Let me grab that as long as I'm over here. Nope. I saw something. Haha. I saw that the door didn't load in. Yeah. The heck is down here? Oh. Ah. Okay, this is the room that I've been dreading, because this is the room that just fucking kills you sometimes. This room just fucking kills you sometimes. So, honestly, this was probably a bad idea to do this room so late when I have 81 notes. But, we'll do what we can here. Yep, nope. Fuck! I should have seen that coming. I should have seen that coming. And that's why you do that room first. And that is why you do that room first. I'm going back in. I'm a fucking dumbass. I was doing so well. And, yeah. I have nobody to blame but myself and my forgetting where the fuck that room even was, because I couldn't remember how to get to it. Oh well. Back to the engine room. Alright, let's try that again. Okay. Oh, hey, Mumbo token. Do I risk it for the Mumbo token? Clearly I did. So... Okay. Anything over there? No. Okay. This is not slowing down for some reason. Slowing down before. Why isn't it doing it now? That's why I didn't press the fucking button. Okay. I guess I gotta go the long way. Maybe it's for the best. Maybe it's for the best. Because I kind of have to... Ooh, another Mumbo token. Hold on. We'll see what this we'll see what happens. Okay. I stopped the engine. These are still... Oh, it only does it for 65 seconds! Okay, I gotta go. I gotta go. Hello, Miru. How you doing? I fucked up everything. I fucked up literally everything. Because I didn't remember how this level works. Good, because you're not... Ah! Good, because you're not playing the N64. Fair. You know, as long as I'm fucking stuck down here, I'm gonna see if I can do that thing anyway. Interesting. Okay. Yeah. When it's spinning, there's literally nothing you can fucking do. Okay. Okay, so I need to go into the captain's room first and turn off the fan in there, and then I can go back to the engine room and turn off the fans in there. Okay. That makes sense, I guess. I can even remember where the fucking captain's room is. I can't remember where the captain's room is. I'll look around. I'll look for it. Ow! Yes, I was owned. I'll figure it out. Ow. Nope, this is a different room. I don't know if this game contains oblate spheroids or not. To be completely honest. But the N64 does have square pixels, so I don't have to care if it has oblate spheroids or not, because I can trust that the developers had the ability to get the aspect ratio right without question. Had the ability to. That doesn't mean that they did. But, you know, they had the capacity to, without any confusion or oh, for Metroid Prime, yeah. It was the morph ball was never a ball. You fools. The morph ball was never a ball. I think the entrance to the captain's room is somewhere on this part of the ship. Nope, this is the kitchen. I'm just trying to find my way around this fucking nightmare of a level. This level was always the hardest one for me as a kid because the engine room is a run killer. Where is it? Also, Mirror, you missed my rant earlier about fucking resampling kernels. Which is probably a good thing, because I think all I did was bore the shit out of, like, the 4 people who were listening at the time. Where the fuck do I go? Did I already go in there? I think I did. Yeah. Maybe it's on the other side. Maybe it's in the back. I don't... Maybe it is in the back of the ship. I don't know. Or maybe it's in here. Okay, yeah, I think it's in here. Nope, I don't think I've been in this room before. This is a navigation computers. Okay. Okay. This is a cool room. Navigation room. Very cool. Nice of the camera to do that. Yes, the music does sound like farts. It's because it's a stinky old ship. Anyway, I'm probably only going to do this level this stream. Because these levels have been getting longer. Because, like, my last stream was literally just Mad Monster Mansion, because it was on top of a previous stream also being only Mad Monster Mansion. Well, being like half Mad Monster Mansion. Get in there, you fucking obese fucking bear. Banjo, get in the hole. Thank you. Yes, this is the room I was looking for. There we go. That's the room I needed to get into. Fuck you. Okay. Now before I go back into the engine room, I'm gonna just grab some. Okay. Before I go into the engine room, I'm gonna make another pass at that grunty switch. Ow. Camera, what are you doing? Camera, what are you doing? There we go. Okay, sometimes the camera in this game does a thing. Sometimes the camera in this game decides to do a thing. Come on, I want to get in. I want to get the grunty switch. Yes, I will blame the cameraman when the camera gets stuck behind a fucking wall. Misty Snug 8. Also, welcome, Misty Snug 8. I don't think we've met. Ugh. Nice to meet you. You're the cameraman. Oh no. Ah, shit. I miscalculated everything. Misty is the cameraman. How could you do this to me, Misty? Come on, come on. How could this happen to me? I've made my mistakes. All right, we got this. We got this. Yeah, sometimes you need coffee. Especially after a long day working on the fucking fart ship. You know what, I'm just gonna go into the engine room. Fuck it. Don't you just love the ancient-ass ship that smells like farts? Okay, gonna try not to die this time. Smells like a RetroTink orders room. Miru, you don't have to throw shade at your own people. Okay. I did it. They deserve it. Okay. Oblate spheroids ruined your life. Yeah. Yeah, they do that. Once you know how incredibly fucked up aspect ratios are, you can never be normal again, unfortunately. Once you know that the correct aspect ratio, once you know that the correct width for a 4:3 image is just vaguely somewhere between 52 and 53 microseconds, you can never be normal again. You will be forever cursed with the knowledge that aspect ratio is fucking arbitrary. Once you know that that when sampled at 13.5 megahertz, it might be anywhere from 704 to 716 pixels wide. Nah, the N64 just tends to pause a bit whenever it has to load another room. Which is not that unusual, and quite frankly, it's shorter on N64 than it is on a lot of other consoles. You know what I mean? Like, on PS1, that would have been a lot longer. No! 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 Fuck! Just end it already. I got what I deserve! We get what we deserve. Is that enemy fucking stuck in the wall? It's fucking stuck in the wall, holy shit. I fucking broke it. It's fucking broken, holy shit. That's amazing. I love that. I can't hurt it. It can't do anything. It's just stuck. Anyway. Let's try that again. The evil life preserver is stuck in a GBJ forever. All right. Anyway, if I can get the engine room done, then the rest of the level, I think, becomes pretty easy. Quote unquote. I mean, if I remember right, though, there is a mini boss in this stage, but it's not as bad as it could be. How have I been streaming for 2 hours already? It does not feel like it's... Oh, it's because I went on a fucking half-hour rant about bullshit. That's why. That's right. I totally forgot about that. Because I really wanted I almost killed myself. Okay, let's get the notes over here. Okay. Having to fucking hold down the R button to keep the camera pointing in the same direction. That's the good old days of gaming. And by the good old days, I mean, how did we put up with this bullshit? Remember the 90s when cameras worked like this? Okay. Metroid Other M was never good. Metroid Other M is fucking cursed. Awful, awful game. No! No! Ah! Okay. Okay. So anyway, this level specifically was the reason why I was originally planning to play the Xbox version of this game instead of the N64 version. Because like when I knew I wanted to stream Banjo Kazooie, but I had originally been planning to play the Xbox version because specifically this level. Because the Xbox version saves which notes you've collected, so you don't have to so you don't lose your progress every time you die. But silly me decided, no, I want to be authentic. I want to play on N64. And I hate myself right now. Mistakes were made. Skill issue, yeah. Yeah, it was this level specifically was the reason why, because I remember this section specifically always fucked me up as a kid. Every time. Like, to the point where I often just did not finish this game as a kid. Like, I would stop halfway through because I knew this level was coming and I didn't want to deal with it. Okay? Like, I knew that this level was coming and I did not want to deal with this fucking level. And this specific mission, which would always kill me and reset my notes. The fear was real, yes. Fuck you. No, 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 no. Oh. Oh. Thought I was a goner. Gotta time those jumps perfectly or else you get thrown off the fucking ledge. It's still scaring the shit out of me, yes. This level was always my nemesis as a kid whenever I played this game. Like, this level specifically is why I prefer the sequel, Banjo-Tooie, because it never subjects you to this level of bullshit. This level specifically is why I prefer Banjo-Tooie over Banjo-Kazooie. Okay? That's how bad this level is. That's how much this level traumatized me as a child. Skill issue. It's fine, though. It's fine. I can survive. I can make it. I can do it. And once I've done it, okay. Okay. Let's go. Let's go, let's go, let's go. I just need to get to the propellers within the time limit. It's fine. It's fine, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine. I have 25 seconds left. I can do it. It's fine. I can do it. I can make it. Nope. Banjo, turn. Turn, 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 turn. I got it. Now, how do I get out of here? Fuck. Okay, but I got the jiggy. I got the jiggy. I got the jiggy. So I do still need to go back to the engine room to get the musical notes, but I don't have to get out within the time limit anymore. So it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. I'm not coping at all. It's fine. I got the jiggy. That's what matters. So now I can just collect notes like a normal person. Oof. Okay, let's go to the engine room, get the notes in there, get the fuck out. Without a time limit now, because I don't have to do the time limit anymore, because I got the jiggy. And then finish the rest of this fucking nightmare of a level. This stinky level. Ah! Timing. Timing. Yes. No, 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 no. I'm running low on lives here. Holy shit. That was my last life, actually. Holy shit. Good thing this is a game that has saves and that running out of lives doesn't like reset all your progress. Right? I'm okay. I have to do it. I gotta do it. I gotta do it. I gotta win. If I can get through the engine room, if I can get the notes from the engine room without dying, then the rest of this level should be a cakewalk, in theory. This is the hardest part of the game. Let's go. This is the hardest part of the game. Hardest part of the game. Let's go. Without dying, yes. I just gotta get the notes in here and get out without dying. That's it. I don't have to do anything else. Just stay calm, and you'll be fine. As long as I don't lose my cool, I'll be fine. Okay. Oh. 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 Ah! Hello? Hello? Ugh. I'm back. I'm okay. I think. Hello? Okay. I better not have lost any. Why is Banjo moving forward? Did I break my controller? No, I didn't. Okay, it just had to be unplugged and plugged back in. Let me see something. Okay, I didn't lose any progress. Thank goodness! If I had lost that progress from gaming overing, I would have just quit stream right then and there, I think, actually. Okay, I might have thrown something that was a little more expensive than I should have thrown. Oh, God. Okay. Okay, we got this. We got this. Okay. Okay. Well, good to know my audio setup works correctly then. I don't remember the way back to the fucking level. Oh yeah, it's through here. You heard the VOC? The volatile organic compound? Voice. Okay. 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 Let's try that again. Let's try that again. Fuck! I am not in the mood for you right now. 3 lives, okay. We got this. We got this. Stop! Stop that! Stop it! No more Mr. Nice Ox. I'm gonna do this. I'm going to succeed. And I am going to, not break anything expensive, hopefully. I can do this. I'm calm. I'm calm. I can do it. I can do it. No. Come on. I got this. I got this. Okay. Maybe I am a No, I'm not. I'm not angry. I'm playing a game that I loved as a child. Why could I possibly be angry about that, Maru? Why would I possibly be angry about that? You. Don't make any sudden moves. Have patience, and you will succeed. Have patience, and you will succeed! Have patience, and you will succeed! It's a beautiful game made by wonderful British gentlemen. I'm not particularly angry. I'm not particularly angry. Die! 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 Nothing I can fucking do about those. I think I got this though. Centering. Centering. I'm centering. I'm gonna take care of this guy right now so he's not a problem later. Just have patience, and you will be okay. See? Like Arcana Heart or Melty Blood. Yes, those are nice, calm, relaxing games, aren't they? Or Dark Souls. Or Dark Souls. Oh my. Why am I even bothering to hit these switches? They're not actually doing anything for me. Well, I guess they slow down some of the spinning stuff in here. Ah! Ah! I need to have patience. I need to have patience. I need to have patience. If I have patience, I will succeed. As long as I treat the level with care and do not rush through it, I will... I should become a doctor so I can have more patience. No. 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 Okay, I got this. I got this. I got this, guys. Don't worry. I got this. Hold on, someone wants to talk to me. Sorry about that. Yep, I got this. I got this. That could have been bad. Okay. Nope. 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 There we go. Just be nice and centered. Okay, we got this. We got this. We got this. The hardest part is behind us. We are just fine and dandy. I just have no lives left. So as long as I don't do something stupid, I'll be fine. I got the notes I needed. What am I doing? I just leave. I just leave. I just leave. I just leave. I got what I needed. I just leave. Okay, we're good. We're good. We're good. We're good. Got what we needed. We're getting out of there. Oh, that's relief. That is a relief. Okay. I got what I needed from that room. I don't have to go back here ever again, hopefully. Now I can focus on the rest of this fucking level. Like, say, getting that grunty switch. I wonder if hitting the controls on this thing will help with that, actually. Because there's a button here. Oof. Can you imagine, though, if I fucking died again? And had to... got another game over. Okay, that might actually make it harder to get the grunty switch, now that I think about it. What the fuck is that platform? What the fuck are these platforms? Okay. Die. 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 Mine. Okay. Anyway, now that the hardest part's behind me, I would like to apologize for all the raging I did earlier. That was unbecoming of me. And like I said, that was why I was reluctant to do the N64 version of this game, because of the penalties for death in the N64 version. Now that said, I still need to get that grunty switch. That's still going to be a challenge. Let's see. I don't know if the Kazooie jump's actually better than the Banjo jump, actually. Maybe I shouldn't have done that. In hindsight. Okay. So anyway, how's everyone else doing tonight? You guys having good evenings? Having fun? Enjoying the incredible gameplay of the classic 1998 video game Banjo Kazooie for Nintendo 64? Starfield mods sound fun. I should probably still work on getting that. Nope. Okay, my priorities right now are things like Jinjos and musical notes. Things that reset. I have no idea if there's any notes in this room. There are not. This was the room that one of the other things within. Yeah, I have no reason to be in here. Let's get out of here. Yeah. Oh, there's a dolphin on the fucking ocean floor. Let me get some more air and then take a look at that. I was wondering what that noise was. Hello. Okay, so apparently I need to find a way to retract the ship's anchor somehow. That's an interesting... Hey Miru, if you're having fun modding Starfield, that's perfectly fine by me. Okay. Shit. Actually, now that I think about it, hating Bethesda is the hot thing to do, but so is Nintendo. Yeah. Well, I mean, they do different bad things, you know? Also, I should take care of this hole in the floor. Just another hot grunty ending, right? Oh, right, this is the mini-boss. Ow. That hurts. Wait, eggs. I think I'm supposed to use eggs to fight him. Oh. He, divides. Die. Good thing I got all those... Good thing I got that egg increase. So I can just spam eggs at him till he fucking explodes. Explode into fucking egg dust, you fucking box. Yeah, fuck you, I win. Okay, so that mini boss actually wasn't too bad. Like, I thought it would be harder. Thankfully, eggs was the answer, and I have many egg. Okay. Let's get out of here and work more on getting more notes, I suppose. Or I should really figure out how to get that grunty switch. I don't think there's any fly boxes outside in this level. Oh, right. Because I dropped the TNT, I can't go this way anymore. Fuck! Okay. Okay. Eggs is the answer to all TNT boxes, I see. Oh, there's something in there. You don't, Maru. You don't. You don't know where to go. This is late game Banjo-Kazooie. Yeah, I'm just having to fucking wing it. Like, yeah, in the early game, it's obvious where you go to do things. Not anymore. I'm just having to bullshit around and find my way. Just poke things until something happens. This game is, is there anything, was there anything in here? I don't remember. No, I don't think there was. Okay, getting out of here. I wonder how you're supposed to do this. Do you, like, literally just swim up inside the... Oh, you do. You just swim up into the anchor hole. Okay. Neat. Got some health back from killing these fuckers. Okay. You don't know. You just, try bullshit until something happens. It's Banjo-Kazooie. Also, you were not necessarily expected to 100% the game. You can fight the final boss and all that shit after only doing, like, 70% of the game's content, I think. Yeah, you weren't actually expected to do all of the game's content. You just get extra stuff if you do, you know? 100%ing was not for the kids. Or 100%ing was for the dedicated players. Because this was that period. Remember, this game is from that period of gaming history where it was expected for a single game to last you like 3 months. Because your parents would only buy you like one game every 3 months is what the expectation. So in order to make the game stretch out to fill that length of time, they made shit obscure on purpose so that there would be quote unquote replay value and hidden secrets, which would be passed around on the playground as rumors. And also, this also meant that a lot of the quote unquote secrets that got passed around were bullshit. I'm sure you remember, like, the rumors that you could unlock, like, Dixie and Kiddy Kong in DK64 by rotating the tag barrel for... What the fuck? By rotating the tag barrel for, like, 10 minutes counterclockwise or whatever. Like, games had so much weird, obscure shit in them that any potential rumor you made up would sound plausible. So, crazy bullshit rumors would spread all over the place. Ah! How do I keep falling in? How much stuff do I have anyway? Okay, I think I'm literally only missing the Jinjo Jiggy in this level. And then the notes, and then I guess there's one more of those health upgrade items. Which I would like to get the health upgrade before the final fight with Gruntilda. That would be very useful. Nope, nope, don't fall back in. Don't fall back in. Yeah, this was prime late 90s gaming. It was this, Spyro the Dragon, Mario 64, I don't remember what the platformer of the what the collectathon platformer of the like Sega Saturn was. Ah, that hurts. Okay, that hurts a lot actually. I only have 4 health. Okay. Well, I only need one more Jinjo, and I think I remember where it is. I think. Ow! I already did this. I think the Jinjo's in one of these shipping containers. Do not disturb the bees, and they won't hurt you back. Health, health, health. I want health, but I don't want health enough to disturb those bees. Because the bees will take more health than you get from them. Ack. Yes, give me health. And you. There we go. Okay, I'm basically back up to full now. Nice. But yeah. Obscure Crap was the name of the game when it came to collectathons in order to make them last. Ow. Well, I got an extra life out of that at least, so I'm not at 0 anymore. Okay. I think it was a middle shipping container. I gotta go here. Ahoy. Okay. You already got Hunt Grunty earlier, Maru. I wasn't here in the room for it, though, unfortunately, but, you know, you already saw her once this stream. You need more. Imagine if, like, every time you, okay, imagine if, like, every time you got a game over in this game, Hot Grunty got hotter. Just to rub in your face how much you fucked up. Like, just to rub in your face, you know? That's true, Maru. Maru can make whatever the fuck they want happen. With the power of artistic skill and artistic license. Okay, there's just eggs down there. Okay, I think I got everything from these buildings around the edges. Unless there's something else I'm missing. Which is entirely possible. Like, for example, do these doors open? I have no idea. I wouldn't be surprised, but I have no idea. Well, I got all the jiggies though, so that can't be it. So I just need to get all the notes and then find the, I just need to find all the notes and then I gotta find the missing, whatchamacallit, health upgrade for this level. And then I will be done with it, and I will not have to, deal with this shit anymore. I can move on to Click Clock Wood, which is a completely different kind of shit. I do kind of want that Mumbo token, though. Not gonna lie. But I have no idea how to get it. I have no idea how to get that Mumbo token, so... Unless I, like... I wonder if you can, like... Oh. Okay. I didn't know that worked. I didn't know that was a thing. Cool. Yeah, that was an unknown to me, that you could just, like, put more money in to make the thing come out further. Well, I say money, I put eggs in it. Eggs are currency, apparently. Ah! Okay. Now I just need to, finish grabbing all the shit from this ship. I've already been here? Maybe. No, I haven't. Or if I have, I missed stuff. Notes in the fucking corner of the screen that can be easily missed. Back! I got this. I got this. Hello again, Chungo. So you're saying that you're getting, you said on Discord, I was about to say Skype for some reason. You said on I miss Skype. You said on Discord earlier that, the, crashing issues are back. So I guess your client, your weird third-party YouTube client cannot handle, Well, okay, I actually don't miss, like, Skype as it was for the last few years, but I miss 2012 Skype. You know what I mean? I miss Skype the way it was back when it was cool. Does that make any sense? I don't miss modern Skype at all, but I miss old Skype. I miss pre-Microsoft acquisition Skype. Although it's actually kind of fucked up because MSN also was actually really good back in the day. And when Microsoft bought Skype and shut down MSN, they then made Skype worse than MSN in many ways. After buying it. So, like, let's buy our competition and then make everything worse. It was Microsoft's thing. Now, I do think Skype did allow some other things. Oh yeah, no, that's fine. Ah, the Markiplier movie, Iron Lung. I have not seen it yet, no, but I have heard that it is very good, and that Markiplier was very cool director. Man. Fuck you. That Markiplier is a very cool director movie, man. Maru has significantly more opinions on Markiplier than I, however. All of them good, I assume. Gotta get back on the ship. Gotta get back on the ship. Okay. All things considered, it is going well in this strange boat dimension. Why am I over here? That's good. Yes, Markiplier is passionate about trying to be a good... I can't even remember where I've been anymore at this point. Okay, I've not been in that because you can't go... Okay. Okay. I only have 2 health left. Okay. I got this. I got this. I got this. I don't lose health from being in the water. I only lose air. I'm good. There aren't many things left in this stage that can actually hurt me. Except the fucking... air vents. I'm calm. Just gotta be... Okay. I just gotta lock the fuck in, and I'll be A-okay. Ooh, there's a Mumbo token over there. I was not taking any chances. I was not taking any fucking chances. Ekum bokum indeed. Okay, this is the kitchen area. Just gotta remember, stoves hurt. Ekum bokum spheroid, yes. Well, the Mumbo tokens are sprites, so you know. Oh, you watched my Destroy All Humans stream. Sorry, that one was kind of boring. I kind of just died a lot. I do want to go back to that game, but oh no. I do want to go back to that game, but I don't know when I'm gonna do that. Yeah. I will though. Nope. Gonna grab this golden feather. Ack. I'm getting there. I'm getting there. I have 81 notes, which is the same amount that I had but the last time which is the same as my max note score, but they're different notes. So, okay, I think it's like mostly just windows, breaking windows at this point. All right, so that's there. Beat my max note score. Let's go. Let's fucking go. Oh, that's a window. That's a real window. Okay, we're in the map room. Navigator room, whatever you want to call it. Let's fucking go. Let's fucking go. Yeah. We already got all Jinjos. We just need all notes. And we did the hardest part, which was the engine room. Nothing can stop us now. We're almost done here. Okay. Oops, staying well the fuck away from you. Real window, let's go. I guess there's nothing else in this room. I only need 10 more notes. Chungo used Chungo magic. Is Chungo magic related to Chungus magic? Just out of curiosity. Did I already go in here? I already did go in here, yes. I remember this room. Chungo magic is derived from Chungus magic. Okay. Good to know. There is another area in here which I'm kind of curious if I've been there yet or not. Not you. I will not jump in your fucking fuck-ass mouth. I'm gonna check down here again. I only jumped down the mouths of the okay, this is the chef's quarters. I've already been in here. I only jump in the ones that aren't alive. Because I don't want to be eaten. At least not by these things. I'll put it that way. Oh, right, there's the notes on the back of the ship. Okay, so there's still 4 notes somewhere in this game. I've already been in there. There are 4 more notes somewhere in this level. The question is, where are they? I've already been in here. It's probably some stupid hidden bullshit. Knowing this game. Or maybe I missed some in a room I've already been in. Because I'm also missing another one of those, I'm also missing one of the whatchamacallums. The honeycomb, containers. Oh no, oh no, oh no, I only have 2 air left. I don't want to suffocate. Where could it be? Nope, 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 that's where the shark is. That's where the shark lives. Forgot about the fucking shark. Stop it! Hi, Coma, how you doing? Okay, so I have been on this level for a while, because stupid bullshit is what I'll say about that. You know, considering that this toll did more stuff when I put more eggs in it, I wonder if some of the other tolls do that. Fuck! I did not mean to come back in here. Oh, but that's where the notes are! Turns out I missed them in this fucking room. Fuck! How did I miss them in here? Doesn't matter, I'm gonna get them. I'm gonna get the notes. Ah! Okay, that was so close. Okay! Okay! Okay. There we go. That was so fucking close. Oh my god. That was so close. At 90 fucking 6. If I had died at 96 fucking notes in this level, I would have fucking lost it. If I had snatched defeat from the jaws of victory, yes, Ikoma, I've already done the engine room. The engine room was my nemesis for a bit there, but we're good now. The only things left to collect in this level... The only things left to get in this level are... the Grunty switch, and the only things left to get in this level are the Grunty switch and the and one of the honeycombs. I found one of them. I don't know where the other one is. I know where the Grunty switch is, but I think I'm gonna have to leave the level and come back in order to be able to get to it, because I dropped that fucking TNT box that you're supposed to step on in order to get the Grunty switch. The Oblate Spheroid emote is at the front of the Bethesda Starfield mod store. That's great, Biru. That's amazing. I'm very happy for you that you've managed to become internet famous on the Bethesda store. That's amazing. That's great. That's incredible. But yeah, so the Grunty switch... The Grunty switch is up there. I think I can actually get there from over here, though. I think I can actually get there from... Yeah, I think I know how I can get up there. I've only seen flight pads indoors in this level. I've never seen them outdoors in this level. Ack! I've seen them indoors, I have not seen them outdoors. Same with Mad Monster Mansion. Maybe there is one and it's just hidden and I've never found it outdoors, but I haven't found it. What's that? Nothing. Okay. Okay. That was a close one. I was gonna do something. I was gonna try something. No. Okay, that doesn't do anything. I'm gonna try to get to that grunty switch again. Ack! No! Let's try that again. Ugh. Ow! What the fuck was that? Did the sound just fucking glitch? Yeah, I did not have the optimal movement. Hi, Dad. How you doing? Okay, I'm on 1 health. Thankfully, death no longer has consequences because I have all the notes and all the Jinjos. I mean, death still has a little bit of consequences, but nowhere near as many consequences as it did before I had all the notes and Jinjos. Ugh. Make it to the switch or perish. Yeah. Back! Okay. Let's try that again. I no longer fear death. I no longer fear death. Only dishonor, which is significantly less of a problem. Also, it's easier to get up here now. Oh, I made it that time. Cool. Twycross, England. Well, you see, Ikoma, well, you see, Icky, she uses it for, shipping, garbage around. Okay, yeah, now I need to figure out where the fuck the second hidden honeycomb is. Me want honeycomb. Sorry, I was getting thirsty. Okay. The grunty switch, activates some random thing in the overworld. Usually it's either just spawns a Jiggy, or it activates some sort of mechanism that lets you get to a Jiggy in the overworld. That one just straight up spawned a Jiggy, but some of the other ones instead spawned mechanisms. So I can go get the Jiggy, but I want to get the final collectible from this level first. I just need that. Question is, where is it? And should I just look it up? There's a honeycomb with the shark. That doesn't sound right. Like, okay, I got the one that wasn't with the shark per se, but was like in the room next to the shark. Like, I got the one that's in that building right there. I got the one that's in that building. So that leaves the question of where the other one is. Probably somewhere really stupid. Maybe it's in, like, one of the smokestacks or something, for all I know. Yeah, I'm gonna check the smokestacks, because I feel like there should have been more stuff in them than actually was. Then again, just being a prominent level feature doesn't mean that there's actually, like, on the way to the engine room. What do you mean on the way to the engine room? Unless it's like in that beehive with the bees, which I have not touched because you do not want to fight the bees in this game. I'm gonna end up fighting the bees, aren't I? Fine, I'll fight the bees. Okay, I got nothing by fighting the bees. Maybe there's something hidden in this room? Look up. Look up? Oh. Oh. Thanks for the damage boost, bees. Yeah! Okay. Somehow that worked. I'm not sure how, but I will accept it. Banjo and Kazooie are not looking too happy, though. But, yeah, let's get the fuck out of here. Awesome, we got everything. Let's get the fuck out of here. Let's get that Jiggy that the Grunty Switch spawned, and I will call it a night for this stream, because, holy shit. It took me 3 hours just for this one level. Yeah, let us never think of this level again. Okay. Where did that Grunty Switch spawn that thing? Exactly, Iki. Exactly. Nope. That's a mine. I don't want to be... Oh, there's the Jiggy. That's the Jiggy. Let's get it. Okay. I got it. Okay, that just leaves one more level. That just leaves one more level and the boss fight for another time. Congratulations, ladies and gentlemen. We done it. Somehow we did it. Holy fucking shit. And to celebrate, let's watch Grunty get hot. I don't know if it's gonna be next stream or if I'm gonna like. We'll see how long Click Clock Wood takes. We will see how long Click Clock Wood takes, because Click Clock Wood is another one of those levels. Because the thing about Click Clock Wood is you have to basically play the level 4 times to get everything because of the way it's built. Because of the level's gimmick. Yeah, it's a crazy level. It's cool, but it's awesome. And then Miru reverb farts. Okay. The oblate spheroid has farted. Anyway, thank you everybody who came for sharing this wonderful experience with me. And I hope some of you will tune in next time for the possibly conclusion, possibly not, of this fucking game. Oh my god. Thank you for coming. Everybody, you all have a good night. Later.